Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Endless Space 2 with Zebu Nation. And when last we left off, I had raided the marketplace and bought 4 of these here poachers. Now I've been analyzing these ships a little bit, and as you can see, they've got a huge attack score, 832, but a very paltry defense score. So what we need to do is we need to combine these ships with some defensive vessels. And what better defensive vessels than the new shields that we just created? So I think I can build possibly 2 shields. Yep, I can build 2 shields because that's all the resources we have for those. So that'll be cool. And then I think we need to redesign a new ship. Let's create a new Uranus class. Because since we can't build any more than 2 of those shields, we need to do something about that and build a little bit more sensible of a model. Let's see here. I mean, I guess we'll make it a fully defensive ship. We'll give it the ultra-dense slugs so that it can shoot missiles out of the air. And it's not going to be much of an offensive threat, but at least, you know, it can do a little something at all ranges. And that'll be fine und dandy. And then we need the armor, of course. Add 1 armor there. 1 armor there. Then add a couple of shields. Add a shield there. And a shield there. So there we go. That's pretty good. 2 armor, 2 shield is pretty happening. 2,784 health. Only 204 defense. That's not great. So maybe we should just defend this sucker up. Add another shield. 233. Defense goes up to 233. Health goes up to 2824. And let's see what happens if we replace that. 227, 2886. So the shield has slightly better defensive number, but the hull gives you much more health. Is that correct? 824 versus 2886. Honestly, I don't know how much like 60 hull is going to do for us. So I think the defensive number might actually be a better number. Because that's, you know, more of a multiplier rather than a direct one-to-one correlation. So then, of course, we need Hyperium engine. Put that down there. And 1 more module. We can have 1 more module. Should we use... We should use something that doesn't take much in the way of resources. So we could just do the nano repair and let it repair itself. Kinetic enhancer, plasma intensifier, don't need that. Additional manpower and health from the OpX gear. Replay unit, that would be interesting. Data analyzer. You know, let's just go with the repair unit. That's extremely helpful in it. And if this ship's going to be taking a lot of damage, it's going to need to repair itself. So there we go. A little bit more of a simple design. Not quite the crazy design of the shield, but still good. We'll call this the Phalanx. There we go. Because there will be many more of these than the shield. So there we go. Let's build a couple of shields and let's build one of the Phalanx. So there we go. We'll have some defensive ships to go along with these offensive ships that we've just built. All right. In the meantime, I guess, do I want to leave these ships here and defend our systems? Maybe. I'll leave 1 here and defend Pictor. And then I'll take take the other boys and send them over here to Mira, just in case I need to shoot them across to Cercini for some reason. Or, you know, if they can also defend Mira. Alright, so now let's end the turn and get rolling. I did a little bit of management off screen, a little bit of empire management, just moving some people around and moving some colonies around here within systems, you know, just little stuff. Nothing major. Nothing really too concerning for the war effort, that's for sure. We need to take back Sable. That's a priority. I noticed something on Pixis. Whoops. Alright. Come on, Horatio. Come on there, Horatio. Alright, so we've got some population on Dobrynia and Yissel. That's good. Move them around. We've had our chain gang. Oh, they grabbed the Pulso, so I was hoping they wouldn't do that in Pictor. But, yeah, so we had 2 chain gangs, and they grabbed some Harishams. I don't really want them going into the military either, but what are you going to do about it? Alright. Gaddo has gained level 4. Good job, Mr. Eyeball Man. So we'll just add to his optimal operations expert. Make him level 2 at that. He's growing, he's learning as a vertebrate life form. I don't know how these weird humans operate. He's starting to become a good overseer. So we bought out a couple of sustainable farms, one on Pictor, one on Thea, just, you know, to get those people moving along. And then we also, you know, got chain gangs on Pictor and Thea, so we balanced that out a little bit. Pictor is going to be colonizing a toxic planet next. Thea is going to be producing a corvair. There's several ships coming from Thea, so, you know, we're just sort of still throwing people into the military at the moment. Dobrynia and Gikra also got xenotourism and sustainable farms. Up next, exotic rations and cerebral reality. So, we're still pretty good on everything empire-wise, other than our manpower. Still negative 16, but we'll see how that works. Political survey: the militarists have surged ahead of everyone else, just dominating 69%, which is the highest margin we've ever had in any of our political parties since the very beginning of the game. So, militarists are in control, and it looks like they're going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. Alright, so let's move our fleets and see what happens. Not much. These guys still didn't quite reach Cercini, so we'll leave them there for a minute. Now, something I've noticed is that these mercenary ships, they don't have any manpower on them. Got 0 manpower, so we can't invade any systems with these guys. So if we want to take back Sable, we're going to have to use this fleet down here. Even though they have a mercenary ship, but he's been sitting on that system for long enough that he's managed to drain a lot of manpower. So he's got 227 of 300 manpower, so that's good. He gains 10% per turn. Same with his health. Now we could repair the ship for 1,200 gold, but I'm not real interested in that because we still got another turn at least to wait for this fleet in Cercini to get formed up and send down here to Pixis, because I don't want to leave Pixis unguarded. And honestly, I don't want to leave any of these systems unguarded, so I'm going to move all these fleets now that I think about it. Move those guys from Mira, move those guys to Mira. So now we'll have Pictor guarded by these guys if they are doing that, I don't know. Then we'll have Mira and Cercini and Pixis all guarded as well. So that's good. All right. And that's it for that turn. Nothing much going on here. We've got a corvair here. We'll wait for this fleet because again, these guys don't have any manpower, so they can't really invade Sable. They could take care of any ships that are there, but no invasion. We also discovered a new system over here, just with our vision range. So we could send some ships over there. I'd kind of like a scout ship. I don't have any scout ships left, so we'll add this patrol ship over here. Take 3 turns to get a patrol ship, and then we can send that and scout, because this has a link to some other system. So there's another system of planets or star systems up here above us. So maybe it'll link with these guys here in Soyden, and we can start exploring that part of the galaxy. Alright, so that's it. You know, we still have all down here. Look at this whole bottom section that we haven't even touched. So there's still plenty of map that we haven't even explored because we've been hemmed in by the Cravers. It's time to start attacking on several fronts here pretty soon. Alright, so something popped up. Only 3 turns to clear the galaxy of the Voidyani, and I don't think that's going to happen. Solo Quest started bug fixing. One of the bishops overseeing the Craver swarm on Pixis has just passed away. A freaking enough occurrence, except for one thing. She was the last one. Bishops are critical to keeping a Craver population under control. You must quickly grow your Craver population to induce the mutation of a new bishop. Cravers run leaderless in one of your systems. Grow their population until a new bishop appears. So we need to increase our Cravers by 2 within Pixis. Honestly, I'd rather just sort of get rid of them. Because, let's show their location here. The problem with Cravers is this. Partially depleted. The planet is partially depleted. It is being exploited and will become fully depleted in 68 turns. So, with these Cravers, they get a plus 150% on everything on undepleted planets, but they add +1 depletion points on planets. So if I add 2 more Cravers on here, this planet will be gone. So what I'd wanted to do was move the Cravers over to this planet. So I want to colonize this guy, but it's going to take a long time to do that. But I'm going to have to move that up. Yeah. It's going to be pretty bad news if Pixis just gets demolished like that. So I don't know. Maybe I should just draft all these guys into the army and get rid of them. Just chain gang these guys to death. That could solve two birds with one stone, you know what I'm saying? If there's no more Cravers left, maybe I don't need to do that. Oh, we got a new asteroid discovered. Good for me. Oh, my allies discovered it. Alright, buddy. Good job. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. So, I think I might do that. I think I might chain gang these guys to death. Now watch, it's going to take my other population out of here, but let's see if that happens or not. But then I'll just have to do it 3 times instead of 2 times. So this may be sort of an inelegant way to do this. Very, very blunt way to do that. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. See, can I send population from anywhere else to that system? I mean, it'll take a while for them to reach there. Pictor, how are you doing? Still lots of room on Pictor for population. Thea, not a lot of room on Thea. Cold, sterile. I think these guys are better on sterile. So we'll move this guy over here, and then we'll take these two guys. Send them to... why can't I move my screen here? There it is. That's weird. Then we'll move them to Mira? No. What system was that I was just at? Pixis, that's the one. There we are. So we'll send them to Pixis. Alright. So we'll get rid of all that population and replace it with those guys. Again, probably just too blunt of a solution, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do that. Alright. Military 4 technology stage unlocked. Contained camps. These self-contained semi-portable barracks are training centers plus 1,000 capacity on the Empire. Alright, we might need to build that. Advanced ship design. Army and defense ship improvement. Starting experience level for a new ship is Rookie 3. That's cool. Technology deed available. Breaker of planets. Be the first to destroy 4 planets. Why would I want to destroy a planet? I don't know. But I'm probably not going to do it. Alright, so we got improved ultra-dense slugs, finally, and improved fusion torpedoes, also, finally. Next, research titanium electroplating, which will give us a new battle tactic. Improved reactive plating, there we go, finally, and adamantium salvager. More adamantium that we can't quite use. So we finally have some improvements, which unfortunately means we're going to have to upgrade a lot of our ships. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to add numbers to all these ships. So unfortunately, we're going to have to do it. So let's upgrade the older ships first. So we'll upgrade. Can we auto upgrade? No, we can't auto upgrade. So let's edit that ship. Edit the cruiser. Basic sync laser. So this basic sync laser stuff. Oh, that's the design I never touched. Corvette. That has the Galfire laser, so you can't upgrade that. Okay. Defender. So that has the basic ultra dense slugs. Now we should be able to upgrade that, right? To the improved ultra dense slugs. Oh, I see. Those take adamantium. That's why. That's why you don't auto upgrade. Alright. Alright. So that's fine. We can, we can worry about that later. How about that? I'll think up some ship designs using those, Oh, I forgot to start the timer. I had the timer sitting there all ready to go. So there we go. We'll start the timer. We'll start the timer at 20 minutes. There we go. On the clock. 20 minutes. Let's go. Alright, so let's finish this out. We got our science up next. We discovered a nebula cloud. You've gained control of QR32 Nebula Cloud. The effects will now be applied to Mira. Plus 10 production, plus 10 science, plus 10 dust, plus 10 influence. Nice. So Mira is growing very powerful now because they've got Iris under their sphere of influence and now QR32 as well. So we're looking good there, looking good. Let's move our ships around. Alright, let's check out all these guys. Let's select all and merge. Then let's rifle prowler station. I need some more defensive ships. I've got all offensive ships going on here. That's good as long as the Cravers stay at long range, but if they get within short range, they could shred some of these ships. But anyway, let's move on down from Cersini. And let's send the People's Navy up here to Sable. And take those suckers out. Oh, who's this guy? It's the invaders. We'll take them down in short order as well. Alright, anything else? How are we looking up here at Pavo? They're down to 84% defense. We're only at 78% fleet strength, which is interesting. But 141 versus 95. We should be able to invade this system. We'll do the preemptive bombing because so it's plus 400 max damage done to the defender during ground battles. 200 minimum damage done to the defender. We're gonna add more damage to their population and stuff, but honestly, I don't mind killing Craver population. Those guys are more trouble than they're worth. So let's invade that system with what we've got. Major defeat. That's no good. So they've got defenses in place there. And they've got much more troops than we've got. So we're gonna have to just continue this and get some invasion ships in there once our manpower gets to a reasonable level. All right, so that was a bit of a mistake, but that's okay. I didn't account for their other defenses that they have on the planet. I guess I should have looked into that, because they might have bunkers or shields or other types of stuff. So hopefully we don't continue with that invasion, because it's got the little invasion thing on it here. Yeah, look at that. They suddenly have 505. Ground battle at Pavo. What? I kind of wanted to not do that. Grave defeat. Alright, we've lost all of our troops there. War was a mistake. We have only ever wanted peaceful relations. We offer a truce. Alright. I didn't know I was at war with you. So there you go. Horatio, what is your deal? I don't know. Let's take a look at Horatio and see what he's all about. Maybe we can... He's worried.
Contact with us brings more worry than joy.
Peace.
Horatio, do not trust you.
We'll offer peace to the Horatio. Why not? Why do I care about that? I mean, maybe that's not good for our militarist empire, but... a peace with you. Next, you'll be proposing sharing a sauna, and I'm not sure our hearts are strong enough. Cold War suits me just fine. All right, then. Be that way. Of course, the Imperials leave on Pixus. So you know what that means. All right, we got some Mazzari on Pictor and Gemini. So you know what that means. More chain gangs for these guys. Yes, we are going to enslave the entire population and send them all into the military. Okay, let's move our ships around. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's battle this sucker right here. Barrage fire. I mean, we do have some new... We should look at... we should look at some new thingamabobbers. We'll do post-op analysis since we're probably going to win this. We should look at some new battle cards, is what I'm trying to say. So there we go. They retreated, of course. And let's keep on moving. Now, yeah, battle cards. Battle cards. Let's take a look. Battle tactics. So what do we got here? Barrage fire, get lucky, team spirit, hard target, 25% long range defense. So there's 1 long range, 2 medium range. That's interesting. Irradiation. +2 crew killed per energy hit on ships. That's interesting. Diplomatic immunity for both fleets, plus 100% damage absorption. That's odd. I kind of like hard target. Post-op analysis is also cool. I mean, I never use turtle anymore, right? Never use it. I don't know why I would. So I might replace it with hard target. So that way, if I'm in a situation where I am outnumbered, although the middle fleet is at medium range, I don't know if I like that. I like the middle fleet being at long range. Are there any? Because that's where you start at. You start at. Ooh, power to shields plus 75% absorption on ships. And that is 2 long-range flotillas and 1 medium range. That might be better. I mean, minus 10 damage on weapons modules, not a great idea. But if we have our shields, you know, our shields are our best defensive attribute right now. And this would be a purely defensive card to take. So I shall do that. Yeah, I think I will do that. I need to unlock more card slots too, just to give myself a little bit more flexibility on the battlefield. Alright, so that's that for this turn. So far, our offensive has not been going great. We lost all of our troops against Pavo. We're going to just have to starve that system to death and then bring in some other ships to finish it off. That was definitely a miscalculation. Only one turn left till titanium electroplating, so we're starting to just really roll through the science now. Cooperative quest failed. Preserve the academy. You have been unable to destroy the marauding Vodyani extremist. The quest has failed in 0 turns. Okay. So that's done. Competitive quest started. Ghosts and dusts. The purpose of the academy has yet to be determined, but it was built atop ancient archaeological dig that shows signs of destruction and ruin. Whatever cataclysm occurred here, it certainly involved the Endless, but also another greater power. Was it war? A foolhardy experiment? A terrible accident? Nobody but Isyander appears to know, and you cannot get him to respond to your diplomatic summons. But there is one way to get all the attention you desire from the Academy. Dust. As the old saying goes, dust talks. If you can control both star lanes and dust with a powerful trading company, you will certainly merit an audience with Isyander. They who control the dust ask the questions. So in 20 turns, make sure you own a trade company producing the most dust in the galaxy. That's probably going to be very difficult. Reward 1,000 dust and 800 science. That's cool. Battle at Pavo. Okay, they're finally up there trying to get us out of there. So they have a Butcher 7, which has a little bit of long range, but they still got Slicer 11s, which are all short range. So those guys are in trouble. So I guess we'll do our barrage fire. Let's go to advanced. Let's see what the power to shields looks like. It looks exactly the same. Okay. So we'd rather do +2 damage at long range. There's the Guardian, the Escort. I don't. Defender, Gunship, Flagship. We'll move the Escort over here, right? No. Keep the Escort over here and we'll move the Flagship over here just to keep it from being shot at. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Let's go. This should be another victory because, I mean, they do have their Butcher over here, so their Butcher will be able to take a few shots at these guys. But these 3 ships are essentially going to be just target practice. And these 3 ships have to survive to the final phase in order to do any damage. So we'll see how that goes. Here's our fleet that's blockading Pavo. There they are warping in. Looks like we're going to take a little while for the graphics to load. Nope, it's not too bad. There's our turrets popping up. Whoop. Shields at maximum. And there we go. The battle begins. Let's check out this close range, or this overview here. These guys, they're all targeting the command ship. Is that true? No, the command ship is targeting them. So this one ship is firing back, and everybody else is firing at him, so that's good. And then these boys over here are just getting lit up with no recompense. Go back to the auto camera. Watch the twin suns. We've been fighting in this system for so long. It's like every system looks the same. Let's see, the Butcher 7 is down to 2100 health already. The Defender 6 has taken some damage. He's lost about 1400 hull, so that's not great, but it's not terrible. He's got a lot left. I think this Butcher's gonna go, yeah, he's got 18 health. There goes one of the Slicers. And the butcher is gone as well. So now the rest of this is just a turkey shoot. The defender is going to keep blasting away. There goes another one. So that fleet is now destroyed. There's 3 ships left in their fleet. 3/4 of the battle is done. Let's see. It's just these boys left. Oh, 1 ship down. So they got 2 ships remaining. They might survive this battle. Nope. There's 1, and there's the second. Decisive victory with the last ship exploding into dust. And we will collect 1,150 of that dust and 1,150 science. So every battle just makes us stronger. Alright, so Cravers on Pixis are gone. Chain gang on Pixis, so let's do the final chain. No, we can't. We can't do the final chain gang on there. That sucks. Alright. Sorry, buddies. I would have liked to get rid of you, but I cannot. Alright, so let's move our ships. Alright, let's select all. Should I merge those ships or not? Yeah, I might as well merge those guys. Let's see. So those guys still have a way to go. What do we got here? Corvair and those guys we can merge, no problemo. Anything else happening? Nope, doesn't look like anything else of... oh, the patrol ship on Dobrynia has been created. Let's bring that guy out into the fold. And send him off to Ukta, or Ukta. And away we go. Anything else happening? Nope. Oh, we got an empty construction queue on Gemini. Huh. Looks like they don't have much to do with... They got 115 production, so it's not like they can really produce much. But they are full of population, so I'm going to create a settler. And colonize Karana. Why not? Alright, so let's get rid of that. End the turn. Not a lot of time left on the timer, so we'll do one more turn and then call it a day. Oh, we got an election. Guess who's going to win? The militarists are going to win. So we'll give our official support to the militarists. And move on with the election. Alright, let's see how this goes. Militarists jump out to a huge lead, and then they continue with a lead with every system. Look at all these people voting, and they've all voted militarist, as was to be expected. Oh, look at that. The Scientist Party are now the secondary, the minority party instead of the industrialists. That's an interesting one. So the militarists are entrenched, the scientists are established, so we could have some new scientific laws if we wanted them. But we probably don't, because we've got all of our militarist laws in effect. Alright, that was fun, if somewhat anticlimactic, but that's alright. That's alright. System colonized on Circini. Alright, it's about time. Ooh, heroes available for recruitment. This is what we need. There's our timer. So we've got a Craver Guardian, militarist. He's got a flagship. Got an Imperial Overseer, Dominic Havenin. That name sounds familiar. He's got an ops ship. He's an Overseer. And then we have a Lumeris Seeker, a scientist. She's got a drop ship. So, I don't know that we need a Seeker at the moment. We could possibly use a Craver Guardian. Give us another flagship. That's not the worst idea in the world. We could also use more Overseers. I mean, we need all these guys. Honestly, I'd like to hire all three of them. But I think we'll only be a hire one. So let's hire Kren Solutus and put him at the head of one of our armies. Alright, so there we go. Oh, he's got a big hand cannon there. Good job, buddy. Looking intimidating. So now we can beef him up with some fleet skills. So plus 10% fleet. He's got 5 skill points. That's good. Blunt force trauma. Plus 20% projectile weapon damage. That's good. Plus 4 experience and vision range. So he's got 2 points left. We'll add it on the 20%. And there we go. Alright, so he's got plus 20% fleet health, plus 8 experience points, and plus 2 vision, and then plus 20% projectile weapon damage. That's all good stuff. And his level 2 skills have been unlocked. So next time he gets a skill, we can boost that up. Alright. Looking good, looking good. On the skill tree. Whoa. The hive is not itself. We wish for a truce. Nah, man. Hero management for this dude. Let's put him. Epistus is still injured, so there's not much we can do about that. Where's Craver fella? There he is. Assigned to the fleet. Where are we gonna put him here? I guess we'll put him right there. The 10th Navy Defenders on Pixis. Let's see, we can put him lots of places, honestly. The Vanquishers, Savior's Navy on Thea, Mira. I guess we'll put him on Pixis. Maybe he can quell some of those cravers. Alright, so let's back out. Get rid of that. System colonized on Cersini. We already saw that. More Mazzari on Pixis. That's what we want. We want those Mazzari. Lena is now level 12, so we can assign some skills to her. Plus 2 deposit value on strategic resources. Plus 1 approval. Minus 20% dust on heroes. Minus 20% assignment duration on heroes. Plus 8 vision range on fleet. Plus 20 influence. I think we'll do that. More influence is what... You know, someone who should have been the Emperor-elect, she should have lots of influence. She should be a very influential power player in the government. So there we go. Alright, so... Exotic rations, Corvair, Cerebral Reality. Alright, so we got a lot of ships coming up next and not a lot of manpower to put in them. So here we go on Pixis. Let's see if we can do a chain gang and get rid of those cravers. Let's see if that works. I don't know that you can choose who it's going to be, but I don't want more cravers. Oh, the type of population which will be lost is cravers. Alright, that's good. That's what we want. All right. So we have solved our Craver problems, I guess. We'll see if the quest can deal with that. All right. So we got new science just completed. Titanium electroplating. The vulnerability assessor unlocks the following tactics: shrapnel munitions, short defensive, and influential. Improved reactive plating, so we got new armor and adamantium salvager. Alright, so up next, hardened alloys. We got another command point. That's what we need. And basic DK torpedoes. Alright, so let's move our fleets for the final action of this turn, and then we'll be done. And it looks like nothing of any consequence occurred. So that'll do it. That'll end this episode. The war continues. We've got the Cravers on the run a little bit, but our problem is system invasions. We just can't really invade their systems very well. So we'll try to work on that. But until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.